Hi there, my name's Dan McGarry with Star2Star Communications. I'm the Strategic Partner Manager, and I manage all the relationships with Intelisys across the country. Brad Schwab is a pre-sales engineer. He's the brains behind the outfit. His job is really to help you guys get involved with your customers and kind of figure out how do we talk about this product and about UC. The example I always like to give, if you think back about 10, 15 years ago, what was the cool hot phone? The flip phone? Remember when the flip phone was really the hot phone? Did you ever have to text with that? Where you're having to hit the key 3 times to get the E? That's where a lot of our customers are. They now have a tool that is like this. How do we educate them? How do we bring them up to speed on that capability, on how we can fundamentally change their business? The cool thing about the cloud is you're no longer looking at it as an individual location or site. You're looking at it as an organization. That really changes the way the customer looks at it and the help they need to figure out, how do I handle unified communication? So what I've done is I brought out this particular case study. This case study, I think, is really good because the gentleman who it talks about is Green Telecom Group, who's an Intelisys sub down in Los Angeles. And essentially, this was 4 years ago. They didn't know how to spell cloud if you spot in the C, the L, and the O, right? They were pushing circuits and they were very, very successful. They called, their customer said, what's this hosted platform? What do I do? How do I do it? They called Intelisys and said, who should I talk to? Intelisys was kind enough to give us, as well as a couple of our competitors, and say, do some research. And I think the reason that Green Telecom picked us was because of our engagement model, how we partner with you. How do we have a discussion with the customer? You guys are intimate with your customers, right? You know them really well. You know that, hey, Bob's the owner, Pete's the guy he relies on for all technology issues. You know, I know that you need, if it's the phone, you need to make sure that receptionist is happy. You've got sort of that institutional knowledge. We kind of have the domain expertise, right? We can tell you everything you want to know about this product. But that's only part of it. And I think what really differentiates us is we want to have a conversation working with you, with the customer, to tell them about all the different capabilities that are available through Star2Star and how we can transform their business. Because that's how the customer becomes sticky. That's how they now look at you as the valued advisor. And as we go, you know, you guys have probably seen some of the cloud education that Intelisys has done. It's awesome, isn't it? And what have they all talked about? They're talking about changing it, and you're not just saying, hey, here's 3 prices, which one do you want, right? They're talking about, let's talk about your business. Let's talk about how we can help transform your business with these incredibly powerful tools. That's what we want to do with you. And we have guys like Brad here who can actually have that conversation and talk very, very in depth with that customer, but it has to be a partnership. We're 100% channel. We don't sell anything direct. Exactly, okay? And we only do well if you do well. We want to sit down on the table beside you because they've talked about team a lot, right? Well, we believe it. And you provide an important part to that team. Now, if you look on the last page of this, there's a few things that I think are really interesting. Brad always simplifies this because he's so smart. And it says, you know, if you talk to a customer and you can tell them about the economics and save them money, right? That's powerful. If you can talk about the technologies that are utilized, that's what it is. But customers don't care about technology. What they want is the end result. So let's talk about some of the end results that occurred in this particular location. One of them was there were 60 locations in this company. They could do internal 3-digit dialing. What does that mean? It means all of their calls were free when they were dialing intra-company. Great cost savings. I'm good. I'm good. They had a hard time because they had to have a receptionist in all their stores. With our auto attendant, we could eliminate that. They could have one. That person could look in and as calls came in and say, oh, look at that over there. All 3 people in that office are on the phone and a new call's coming in. Let me move it to this store and they can deal with the problem. Again, very cool. Higher level of customer service. No sales get lost, right? I'm good. I'm good. And now here comes the real big one. Line bursting. Line bursting and pooling. is rather than sell seats like most of our competitors do, we sell lines. So if you had 50 people in a particular location, you have 50 seats, certain number price, right? If it was 50 bucks, $2,500 a month, simple, right? We sell by lines. You've got those 25 people, but only 8 of them are going to be on the phone at any one time. We'll sell you 8 lines. Incredible cost savings, but now aggregated among multiple sites. The California sites, they're not talking on East Coast time at 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., are they? So maybe I can balance out the number of lines that I have, and I can narrow it even more. Well, I know, but I don't want to lose the call, right, if it gets too small. That's fine, we'll burst the line. We'll grow it. As long as you have bandwidth, we'll grow it. And as Brad again likes to say is, it's about right sizing. And that right sizing, I'm going to let you talk about that because you do that better than I do.
Sure. So in an organizational environment, not a site environment, but an organizational environment, without the pooling and the bursting, you have to capacitize each site for their busiest day. So if you had 10 sites, in each one you say the most calls I ever get is 10, you're going to have 100 lines over those 10 sites. But on a nominal day, maybe it's only 3 lines. So really, you don't need 100 lines, you need 30 lines. Okay, and so you bring that in, incredible cost savings, especially you go over multiple sites. But then they're like, well, what happened? I don't want to lose a call. So since we have control of the call on our cloud infrastructure, we can do dial tone on demand down to any site. So one site could actually get maybe 50 calls, and another site could get 1. There's never a busy signal. You'll always get your calls, so there's never any lost sales. And then people say, well, I don't really want, the bursting fee, it sounds bad. It's more of a right-sizing tool. Because if you're, say, for example, charging them $30 a line, and in 1 month they have a $25 bursting fee, they're ahead of the game by $5. Pay the bursting fee. If their business grows, and now they're paying $40 in bursting fee, if you add the line to handle the extra load, we'll waive the bursting fee. So they can get very granular on how right-sized they need for their capacity, and at the same time, they never have to worry about being under capacity. If somebody's very seasonal perhaps, they might go really lean all year long and then pay 2 big bursting fees in their big months. Like for this one, Parker School Uniforms, their big month is August. You know, but then they don't need that extra lines for the rest of the year. So you can right size into exactly what you want and create an incredible cost savings. So it's very financially compelling at that level.
And then the last point I want to bring up is the 4th point, and that's that whole business continuity disaster recovery. You always ask customers, well, what is your plan? And you hear crickets, right? We build it in automatically, but more importantly, we help design it. A lot of these guys go, I'm not really sure how to do this. I'm not even sure what I should be worried about. We can help them design it from the ground up properly for their business. So we're really providing a whole lot of value to that customer to explain to them how they can utilize the technology. And it's that engagement together that I think is the reason that Green was A, successful, and B, why I wanted to show this to you.